to the Cozy Cushion. I'm Natasha, your host at the Cozy Cushion, where I come each Ruby Tuesday to introduce myself as Natasha, spiritual life coach and intuitive empath with psychic ability. Each week, I love to come here and dialogue with you about something that's important to me, and hopefully for the people that subscribe and tune in, it will give them some insight and offer some comfort in today's world in how we can make a difference in our own life. This week, on my mind has been things that happen here in Nova Scotia. As some of you know, and those of you that don't know, I'm from Nova Scotia, Canada. Here in Nova Scotia, right now it's spring. So we are clearing all the weeds from our gardens and planting new crops. So I've already planted some strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, and we've already started to mow our lawns. My pear tree is in bloom, and we've been doing some building around my very small farm with Big Heart, which is very important to me and makes things quite cozy for me. So if you're an animal person, I encourage you to spend as much time as you can in nature. It really brings us peace, which is one of the primary topics I would like to speak about and speak into in this video today. One thing we can all use is peace of mind. And I believe that what keeps us up at night is our unmade decisions. And one thing I believe that's inside of all of us is a deep desire to find our life purpose as well as to live our best lives. And sometimes we get really hung up on the details of what that means and we overcomplicate it. We think about too many other people, places, and things into the equation, and it robs us of not only a good night's sleep but oftentimes our peace. So today I would like to talk about 5 spiritual laws that bring us peace in our lives. This first spiritual law that I would like to speak into today, I'm just going to glance at my notes because I came slightly prepared and not all willy-nilly today, is that we all have a choice to acknowledge some of our old beliefs about life are no longer working. It's true, folks, as humans, we have a belief system that changes, and sometimes it gets stuck. If it doesn't have good oil, our belief system can become very rigid and stuck and no longer serve us. Things that served us when we were young or we were told or conditioned to believe don't always serve us in our adult life and who we choose to become. And when we look at these belief systems, it's one of the first key points to creating peace in our lives. The second point I would like to discuss today is there are things you don't understand in life, and that's okay. We beat ourselves up way too often. We say things to ourselves like, why am I this way? Why am I always making bad decisions? Why can't I make good decisions? Why do I stay in relationships that are so painful to me? And we work so hard to understand. Sometimes our trauma is a fantastic example of this. We work very hard to understand our trauma, and sometimes the things that have happened to us, around us, there's no way for a human to understand them. And that can be a very heavy thing to carry in our lives. So it brings us great peace when we look at the fact that there is some things in life that we're never going to understand, and that it's okay. It's okay to not understand. The third one, rules and spiritual laws of peace, is be willing to bring a new understanding to your life. Create a new life for yourself by choosing to do so. This is a big cup of love. Sip up. I hope you are enjoying a big cup of love today. So for me, my cup of love is decaffeinated coffee. I've become quite fond of it, and it's kind of nice. And I hope you're all drinking your water as well. So the third rule, spiritual law, is just by choosing to change your belief and being willing to create a new life for yourself, your best life, without the limitations of yesterday, without those things that have held you back for so long, those things that were negative, that you told yourself that you couldn't do it, you didn't deserve it, that you'll never be able to lose this weight, or you're never going to be in shape, that you've been in your job for so long that you might as well stay in it so you can reap the benefits at the end of the day. But what happens to our souls, friends, when we deny ourselves our highest good and our highest spiritual calling that we're all here to hear and listen? That's why we have spirit guides. That's why we have angels, masters, teachers, and loved ones, is to support us in our journey through this human experience, this spiritual path that is very individual. That's why we can't compare ourselves to others. So if you look at your old life yesterday and your new life today, you can choose to make small differences that are going to create a better tomorrow and bring more peace for yourself, just because you require more peace now in your life. The fourth spiritual law I'm going to talk about today is to be courageous enough to explore and examine this new understanding of spiritual laws in your life. If it aligns with your inner truth and your inner knowing, do more of it. So friends, what that means is if you start doing things that make you happy and joyous, that put pep in your step, that make you feel like eating better, that make you feel like getting outside and in the fresh air and standing tall and stretching and doing your physical exercising, makes you feel like being nice, do more of it. It's going to bring you way more peace. Sometimes it's good to not need to be right. That belief alone, taking away the right fighting, can bring so much peace to our lives. It's amazing. That's why I love spiritual laws. That's why I'm here to teach with you and share with you each and every Tuesday spiritual laws that really bring us a cozy life so we can be human, be strong, build spiritual strength, and live the life of our dreams. That's my goal. That's my purpose for that. So number 5, after we're going to do more of the magical good things that make us feel good in our lives because we're choosing to see better options for ourselves, you need to know that you can choose a life that demonstrates actions of your highest good and your grandest beliefs rather than the denials of them. we often deny ourselves a good life because we're stuck in the disbelief. We can't believe that they're gone. We can't believe that that accident happened and it impacted our lives so deeply. We hold on to things that are painful, and they lie differently in our bodies. They actually disable us from living our highest and grandest goods. And it's okay to not understand how to move through those things. But what I encourage you to do is each and every day, get up, be happy to be here. That's one spiritual law. The main law is we're not all guaranteed to see tomorrow. That's why tomorrow shouldn't be, or someday shouldn't be a day of the calendar week. Is because in life we only have this opportunity. We only have this here and now. This is the healthiest that I am ever going to be. Today, friends, is also the youngest I'm ever going to be to teach spiritual laws and principles here at the Cozy Cushion, the YouTube channel that supports spiritual growth and your best life, your highest ideals, but most importantly, the peace in your heart. I want to coach you to have peace in your heart and to be excited about each day of your life because you're choosing your own adventure. We forget along the way that we can choose our behavior, we can choose our reactions, we can choose to choose different. We can be the masters of our own life. We can be the sailor to our own ship, and we do not have to let other people control our lives. We don't have to blame other people for why we're not getting ahead. It's a belief system that no longer serves any of us. And we don't want that for each other. My favorite thing about being a personal trainer was having an opportunity each and every day to show up at the front desk of the gym that I was in. I was in a few gyms, and to say good morning. I'm not a morning person, just so y'all know. And I also love the night shift the most. I might have complained at the time a little bit because I miss my family, but the night shift, to say goodnight to people, oftentimes I'd be at the gym a little longer because those people, I might have been the last face they seen that day. And when I think about the grand scheme of life and things that we're going through the things we're going through these days, the principles we need to teach our children and be reminded of ourselves is we deserve peace. We deserve our best life. We do not deserve to suffer in silence, whether it's with our health, our wealth, or our spirit. Our soul matters. Our communities matter. Our care and our ability to give a shit about things, no matter what it is. If you care about something in this world, whether it's the elephants in Africa, whether it's the orangutans, whether it's macaws, or it's not hard to tell I'm an animal person, but if you care about our oceans, if you care about our bridges and our infrastructure, if you care about, heaven forbid, our politics, if you care about our people and you want to become a doctor, I encourage you to step away from your limiting beliefs and step into your highest ideals and do so. If your greatest calling is to be a singer and sing for our people, get out there and start doing it. You know, we deserve to create peace in our lives. So if we have things in our lives that are not peaceful, no matter the not peaceful relationships, if we have those things, we need to see immediately after watching these videos, we need to look at those relationships that were not peaceful, that were hostile and non-forgiving and holding us captive, in a new light, a new understanding, under a new spiritual law of you can choose to see somebody's good or not. So if we're always seeing somebody's good, sometimes what we see is outright expression of their pain. People that feel badly, speak badly, behave badly, and they carry an energy that can kind of have a negative movement even through all buildings. And being an intuitive empath, I've really nurtured my psychic protection and protecting me from this energy, because energy is a real thing, and these spiritual laws that we practice really build spiritual strength in us so that we can maneuver differently through our world. We can move differently through our world without fear of anything. We can move forward in life with the love of ourselves and understanding that we all matter. You know, we all need to support, love, and cherish ourselves first, each other second, and the things that we love, we need to invest in those. That's what's going to bring us peace, friends. Invest in what brings you love. So I do that each and every day. I love farming. So I've invested in my small farm. And it's grown over the last few weeks, which I'm so grateful. Thank you, babe. You know who you are, who is the master of building all things Natasha Dreams Up. And I couldn't do any of this without that support. And so now I have a duck palace. I have my chicken coop that's safe from the hawks that occupy my property, that eat all the rodents that like to come around here. And I invest in those eggs. And that's also investing in my family, because I'm feeding my family homegrown, nurtured eggs that are raised with love. My chickens are loved, my duck is loved, and I have an opportunity to invest in my friends. When I go to get my hair cut, I go see a friend that's been cutting my hair for a while now, you know. We'll just say a decade, so it seems light and fun. And when we support our friends and we love them and we surround ourselves by peaceful relationships, and we see even the biggest challenges in our life, the biggest challenging relationships in our life, is an opportunity solely to see them different. We might have been reactive before to the assholes of our life. We might have retaliated with clever comebacks of other painful things because what they did was not right. And it hurt, and you're not going to be a doormat and sit back and take it anymore. And I understand those feelings as well, friends. Having lived both sides of the spiritual laws of energy gets energy, so I know when I bring bad energy to the room, I can create a bad energy space. And when I bring good energy to a room, I can create a beautiful energy space. When I look at my problems in life with enthusiasm and love and interest and curiosity, and how I can focus on improving them for the highest good, so whether that means letting them go, whether it means bringing attention or light to the topic, things that we resist in life will persist. So we need to deal with them. We need to find, it's like human beings we're all puzzles. And there's little pieces of us everywhere, a million little pieces. And we take those pieces, the best, most vibrant pieces, and we put it into our puzzle where we're missing things. So along our life journey, we've had pieces of our puzzle scattered about, and I think that's what being human is all about in the spiritual journey, is collecting those pieces and putting them back together so that we can become whole, so we can all walk each other home. So I'm going to leave you with this video, these spiritual laws that were written by Neale Donald Walsch. I simplified them because I like to talk about them in a generous way that we can easily understand them, and a way that I personally do my best to practice them. And I have for some time, because it's brought me so much peace and love in my life, and most importantly, it's brought me love for my own life, and I haven't always felt that. And I know that people that are watching this channel may not have also felt that self-love in their life. And that's what I love coaching on. I love coaching my optimistic way. I love being the front desk. I love it when you call me up and you ask me spiritual questions that you think I may understand. So please continue to do so. Please leave a comment below if you've enjoyed this video in any way. I appreciate your time, most importantly, for dropping by and staying with me, hearing what I have to say. And I would like your feedback as well. I really want to engage with you and create a spiritual community of where we can speak our truth. We can speak our inner knowing. We can share what we know to be true for ourselves. And we can create this choose your own adventure at the Cozy Cushion to build spiritual strength and live better every day in every way. Happy Ruby Tuesday, friends. If it's sunny where you are, get out and bask in the sun. Go for a walk. Stretch your body wide and up. Make sure you reach your arms up to the sky and stop and take a breath. You don't have to do it all at once. If you're grieving, allow your heart to calm. Find a calm, safe place for your body to relax, rejuvenate, and heal. And if you ever have any questions that I'm able to help you answer, please reach out to me in the comments below. As you know, you can follow me on Instagram at Natasha Greeno, and also on Facebook, The Cozy Cushion, as well. I am so glad that you're here today. So glad that you're here today. You deserve the world. You are loved by me. And I hope to see you next Tuesday. Have a great day, friends. And do your best to change things up so you're living your best life, whatever that means for you, because you're the one that matters the most here. Okay? Bye-bye.